The only people who don't want to disclose the truth are people with something to hide.
How does all of this end? And with Barack Obama now starting to teeter in the ratings, I mean, he is down. I think when George W. Bush left office, he was at a 38% approval. There are issues that Barack Obama's approval rating hovers around Bush stuff. It's around Nixon stuff right now. What's it going to take before somebody in the mainstream press gets enough strength or enough spine to step up and begin to really investigate the truth about this man's life?
Well, unfortunately, I don't know if the press is ever going to do that. Certainly the liberal press refuses to do it, continues to protect Obama, and the conservative media tends to be, afraid to raise the issue. I think at this point, although it's devastating to the country, at this point, I believe they're all trying to run out the clock on Barack Obama, knowing that they all know about his personal history,
Sure.
and there are so many questions to be asked, and the disaster that he's creating for the country. But if Barack Obama is exposed, they will be exposed as well as being derelict in their duty. So I think they're all trying to run out the clock.
No, you know what? I truly agree to that. I think that it would so expose them as who they are, because I remember at the time his first nomination happened here in Denver, and I was on to the story by then, and of course you couldn't. All you could really do was get a cartoon making fun of me, or someone would write a column making fun of me, and saying birther was like saying racist, and you know all of that stuff. And now all of those voices are quiet. Every one of them is stilled. And yet, they still won't ask the question, will they?
No, because it's exactly the way you say it. If Obama is exposed, they will be exposed too, and a lot of them should and would lose their jobs, and some people in politics would go to jail because there's actually criminal activity. So you're absolutely right.
A final question. It's Old Testament. It's Greek tragedies. But the truth will out, will it not?
Well, the truth will come out eventually. I hope that it comes out before Barack Obama leaves office, because if it doesn't, then I would say that we're endorsing permanent political corruption in the United States.
Yeah, I mean, when people speak about things, cover-ups. And this never was covered up because it was never investigated. I had a conversation with some folks on Saturday night, and I said, no, wait a minute. It's not a cover-up. There's no cover-up. No one's ever, like covering up for Watergate or covering up for Benghazi or what Lois Lerner was doing at the IRS. I said, that's different. This stuff is so out in the open, it's just nobody will pick up the rock.
Yes, that's right. The people wanted Barack Obama to be president, and they would do anything that they could to make it happen and keep him there.
Final comment. Everything that we're watching, is this Barack Obama's sprint to the finish? That what we're watching now, all the insanity taking place in this country and people coming into this country and all the other issues, is this all being done, Colonel, with intent?
Well, yes, it's deliberate. I think Obama's going to try to reach his goals by executive orders. This whole business around impeachment was set up so Republicans would say they're not going to do impeachment, and therefore Barack Obama is going to take advantage of this and do everything he can through executive orders. And I think the next thing that we're going to see is amnesty for 5 or 6 million illegal aliens.
That's a guarantee. That's a guarantee, and the number I think is far greater.
The only people who don't want to disclose the truth are people with something to hide.